Hello! Welcome. I guess I decided that I wanted to start teaching people how to crochet. I have a lot of people, like my coworkers, come up to me and they're like, I've bought hooks, but I don't know where to start. Or I've always seen things on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube that I don't know what to do, what to start, how to get into it. So I thought I'd create like a little series of tips that I've accumulated to help me get into crocheting. So a little bit about me. I've been crocheting for about 8 months, and I have gone, I'd say that I have definitely improved a lot. I can show you some of the stuff that I've crocheted. Hold on. This little bunny. This was one of my first ever amigurumi crochet projects. His head is a little, it's not very stable, but honestly, for a starter, this is pretty good. I made this ditto pillow. He looks a little lumpy because when I was making him, I thought I was gonna run out of yarn, so I started like decreasing, and he looks a little silly, and I was also running out of stuffing, so he kind of looks weird, but I love him regardless. I'm wearing something that I crocheted. It's just a little hair piece thing. I can show you some wearables as well. This is my heart purse. This was one of the first projects I made as well. So you can see there's like things that I forgot to tie in. But overall, it's a pretty good purse. I made this pretty early on as well. It's like a little top, little cute top. And it has a little tie in the back. I added these myself because when making clothing, sometimes you can measure incorrectly, so that's something to look out for. And I also made this cute little cardigan. I think it reminds me of like cherry blossoms, and then I made this like little button kind of. So I just wanted a little basic coverage of what my crochet knowledge is. I also have my little jar of hooks in this Ottawa Senator's cup that also has my hair straightener in it. Really all you need to start crocheting is a crochet hook and yarn that matches the same like millimeter, the same width. This was the first crochet hook that I got. Everything's backwards, so I'm gonna have to fix that in post. Is that upside down? No. So this is a 5mm hook. This is my favorite. It's just half used. This is the Loops and Threads. I love this yarn. I'm looking at the wrong spot. I love this yarn. It's like $5 Canadian for 354 yards. You can get a lot of use out of this, and it's very cost effective as well. So what you're gonna want to look at on this is there's a couple of informations here, and you'll see there's a little hook here. It says 5.5mm, and it has the little crochet hook on it. And it also tells you the weight of the yarn, and this is a medium weight yarn. And you can see like this little guy here. This is a hold on. There we go. 4mm. So you would use something like this, a 4mm. I accidentally stopped recording. So what I recommend is, honestly, what I did is I went to Michael's whatever craft store. I went to the clearance section for yarn, and I got, I think, like 4 or 5 balls of yarn for like $10. It doesn't really matter the color. Honestly, obviously don't get a color that you hate, but I just got kind of like whatever was there. And then I went to the hook section and then I got matching hooks for however the yarn was. I wouldn't say get a bunch of contrasting yarns, because I made that mistake and then I realized that if I wanted to make something with more than one color, that the yarns wouldn't match up, so then one piece would be larger and one would be smaller. I found that out the hard way. I think that's it for the general information of what you need to get started. Just like find a yarn color that you like. I recommend a lighter yarn, so not black, because that can be hard to work with. So what I'm going to be teaching with is this cute yarn, this yarn cake that is a nice pastel blue. Something it's nice that you can see the difference from the hook for. Yeah, so that was the introduction to crochet, everything that you need really to just like get into it. Yarn, hook. Okay, so now I'm going to be teaching how to crochet. We're just going to start with a single crochet, which the abbreviation is SC. Very simple. It's one of the most basic stitches. The single crochet is one of the most used, I guess, especially in amigurumis when working in the round. But I'm just going to teach how to make a simple 10 by 10 square just to get used to crocheting. So I'm going to flip the camera to my hands and we're going to get started with that. So this is the yarn that I'm working with. It has a little bit of stretch to it, which is great. So the first thing that we're going to have to start with is making a slip knot. So how I do it is I wrap the yarn around my finger like that. So I just wrap it around twice like that. And then I just hold it, I guess, to make sure that it doesn't fall out of place. And then I'll take this yarn, I'll put it over, and then I'll take this one, put that over, like that. So the two strands, A and B, you're going to put A over B, and then you're going to put B over A, and to put it around your finger, like that. I'm going to do that one more time. A over B, B over and around the finger to create that knot. I know some people create the knot on the hook, but I find it creating on my finger easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the hook through the little bunny hole there, and then you're just going to tighten it like that. And then you'll have this long tail. Normally I'll do it closer to the end so I won't have such a long yarn tail. Because I don't want a bunch of wasted yarn, but also leave room to tie off the end and weave it in. So you have the slip knot on the yarn now. This is how I hold it. Take the yarn and just drape it over your hand. I like to keep it secure with my pinky, and then I'll wrap it around my finger, like that. And I like to keep track of the yarn tail either by pinching it or holding it against the hook, at least when I'm starting off. Again, how I hold it, hand flat, over, grab onto it, and wrap around my finger. So, get that in place. I like to keep my thumb and my middle finger available, because with those, I like to pinch this yarn to make sure that the tension is all good and safe. So my pointer finger is going to be feeding the yarn into the stitch, and my middle finger and my thumb hold on to this. Like that. So, in order to start any crochet project, especially a square, you have to chain first. So, step one is chaining, which is normally the abbreviation of CH. So, you take your hook and you put it under. Like that. One more time. Like that. Okay, and this is why I make sure that I'm holding this, because if you try to pull through and you're not holding on, it's kind of hard to keep track of. So, I take the hook, I put the yarn over it, and holding this, I'll turn my hook around so that yarn gets caught in this little spot of the hook. Like that. And simply pull through. So, put the hook underneath, turn the hook around so it traps that working yarn, and you'll pull it through the first loop. Like that. Again, take the hook, put it underneath the working yarn, turn the hook around, and this is where I pull on the bottom a little bit to make sure there's more room here. When you're starting off, it might look a little large, which is okay. We can work on tension later. I recommend starting a little looser, if you'd like, so you can see the chains more clearly. Again, take the hook, go under, pull through. I like to lead the yarn with my finger. So if you see me wrap it around like this, that's what I'm doing. Or you can move it with your hook hand, whichever's more comfortable. It should look something like this. You see these ones early on are bigger because I was showing the length that your chains could be, and further down it gets more uniform. So how I count stitches is I look at the loop above and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 chains. Now in order to crochet up, at the end of each row, you're going to want to chain 1 extra. Now, normally it won't show that in patterns. If you don't give the extra chain, it will slowly get smaller. The extra chain serves as the side. So if you want a row of 15, you will chain 16. Now we're going to start single crocheting. Into the chain next to the hook, so the one that has the yarn into it, that is the moving chain, the side chain, whatever you'd like to call it. We're going to be crocheting into this area right here. That chain. So insert this hook into the spot right here. So then you're going to have the chain on your hook and that leftover yarn from earlier. Put it through like that. Two loops. And then you're going to bring this yarn underneath, like that chain earlier, but you're only going to bring it through that first loop. Try that again. 2 loops, 1 and 2. You're going to yarn over, pull through, but only through that first one. So you have these 2 left. And then you're going to yarn over again, but you're going to pull through both. So insert the hook, 1, 2, yarn over, pull through only 1, so you have 2 loops again, yarn over, pull through both loops, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 1 hook, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. I know some people find it easier to pull through one at a time. Whatever's most comfortable for you starting out is what's going to do best. I always make sure to hold on to the crochet in my work to make sure that I have proper control and that I am crocheting into the correct area. These ones are easier to find because the loops are much larger. All right. And if you think you've gotten to this spot, count how many V's you will see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There. You've successfully single crocheted into a chain. Now we're going to single crochet into single crochets. To finish this round and to start the next one, do what you did, and then you're going to chain 1. If you don't chain 1, you'll end up crocheting into the next spot and it will slowly get smaller. So chain 1, and you're going to turn your work. So after you chain up, you will start working the other direction. Now, this one you don't have to worry about because this is our chain. So you're gonna find the little V's here. I'll insert my hook to show you. The 2 loops on the top are going to be those single crochets. All those little V's on the top are the single crochet that you're going to be crocheting into. Now it's just like crocheting into the chain, but instead that first strand now becomes the 2. So you insert your hook, grab that yarn, pull through, and then you will have 2 left. Pull through. Insert your hook into that V. It's okay if you miss a couple of times or if you only get through one spot. You're going to want to make sure that you're not pulling the yarn too tight. The yarn should be movable with the finger. You should be able to fit your hook in with ease. Pull that yarn through, and again. Insert hook into the stitch, pull through, pull through. Give you a side view. And a top view. Sometimes the working yarn can get in the way of seeing things correctly. So I'm just going to pull it back here so you can just make sure that you see correctly. Insert through that V. So you have those 2 on the hook. make sure you get into that last stitch on the end, which sometimes can be hard to pull through. Now you can see from earlier, those extra large chains are still on the bottom. So be mindful that if you were to chain very large, you will have those holes at the bottom of your work. Now you will keep working up until you get to the desired length. I will continue the rows to show. There you go. You can apply this to almost everything you're working on, whether it's flat or working in the round, but we're not going to talk about working in the round right now. This is what the single crochet looks like. It's very nice. You can lay it out flat. I hope that that helped somebody pick up a crochet hook and maybe start a new hobby. I know that I've become obsessed with it just because I watched one video of someone doing it. Look how cute that is. You can make anything with this. You can make a shirt, you can make a sweater. I love single crochet. It is the foundation of crochet. Period. I hope that that was at least interesting or helpful to watch. If so, I will teach you how to double crochet next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you were able to follow along, I hope that I did a good job. I tried to teach my sister once and she said I was a bad teacher, so hopefully this helped you out. If so, leave a comment, or leave a comment. Be nice, please. on how I could improve, so I can add those improvements to the next video. And if you were able to do something, please shoot me a DM on my crochet Instagram, which will be right here. Right here. It'll be right here. Shoot me a DM and show me what you made. I'd love to see that, or tag me. I'd love to see, I love to see crochet. That's what I spend most of my time looking at on Instagram. So please, please, I'd love to see it. Please. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more crochet content, follow me on Instagram. I have a TikTok as well, and subscribe to my YouTube, and maybe you'll see the next video come out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, oh my god, if you stayed to the end. Thank you. Have a great day or night. It's day for me. Bye.